One of the things that I treasure is that it started with a mantra early on of safety, security is absolutely primary to our mission. And that's an inbred part of our culture, which has remained in the 40 years since.
All lines on deck. All lines on deck.
0.6 headwind. We need a team on board every ship that is highly trained and attuned to what the issues are, that executes our policies and procedures above and beyond compliance.
Well, here I am entering the main mission simulator, Star Center in Dania Beach, Florida, one of the most advanced maritime training facilities in the world.
For us, when we are in the simulations, it's like we are on the ship. We act the same way, we communicate the same way. We have to do the same things on the simulator as we have to do on the ship.
This is not a video game. So we practice all the bridge procedures that we normally have. We have a pre-arrival briefing where the whole bridge team that's going to be participating in the arrival discuss what we're going to be doing, how the maneuver is going to be conducted. We do the same thing before every departure on every ship departing every port. Obviously, when we're underway, the officers on the bridge are navigating the ship. The most junior officer in the bridge is responsible for manually plotting positions on that paper chart. And he's using or she's using traditional methods of determining your position, even though the same thing is happening automatically on electronic charts. So we think that's a good balance, and it keeps some of the most important skill sets of our profession as navigators alive and well. The navigational command, as we call it, the officer of the watch, the first officer, is in charge. And it's his responsibility to safely maneuver and navigate the ship. So they have a huge responsibility. And I go to sleep every night with full confidence that they're exercising that responsibility to the highest level of professionalism.
The most important thing you can do is to prevent a problem ever from happening in the first place. The ship is built, designed so that it can operate safely. It's also built to be able to handle any problems if you have a fire, if you have a collision, if you have any of those problems. But the first thing you need to do is don't have those problems in the first place, and that's where the people in the operation come in. But that comes from the mindset of the company.
There is an international framework for construction of vessels. This is known as the Safety of Life at Sea regulations. They're international IMO regulations. Of course, we have met that, and we've actually gone beyond.
I think that continuous improvement is something which is built also into our DNA.
In fact, it's interesting in the area of safety. We started a safety advisory board which included a former head of the U.S. Coast Guard, former head of the British equivalent of the Coast Guard, one of the foremost professors of naval architecture and engineering in the world, and had a very interactive relationship with them at all points along the way.
This is really the nerve center when something happens on board. Using these 4 screens is really a way that we can gain situational awareness for everybody who walks in the room. They can see what's going on immediately and get an overview of a situation, and then use the screens for information purposes. This is the fire detection system for the entire vessel. We have all of our teams in the computerized systems where we can put them on location. We have all of our emergency checklists in the system so we can track what's going on, and then we can actually replay that back for training purposes. One of the biggest innovations we have on this ship is our electronic mustering system. And that system is new in terms of how we muster our guests and how we account for everybody on board. And we do that using small PDAs where we can scan their CPAS cards, and in the safety center here we can actually monitor the progress of mustering. We're really on the cutting edge of safety here, and what we plan to do is also take a lot of this technology and put it retroactively into our current fleet, because we're finding and learning so many new things and so much innovations in terms of safety here that we really want to translate that back not only to our fleet, but we're being very open and very transparent with the entire industry. Because what we've learned on this ship will help enhance the safety of all ships.
Safety and security are our highest priority. Through our highly skilled and trained safety and security officers who use innovative strategies and state-of-the-art technology, we meet or exceed all safety and security regulations and standards.
I think cruise ships are remarkably safe places to be. I think it's well documented that the safest vacation you could possibly take is on a cruise ship.